Hello everybody, good morning. Thank you for coming in. I'm here to do a general message for the Mars retrograde in Leo transit that is happening starting on December the 6th. I'm going to start off as always with a bit of an astrology intro and kind of an inspirational story around that. And then I'll jump into the collective reading. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so anybody, any sign. And also not everything I say is going to resonate with you exactly the way I say it because it is a general message. So use your own intuition as always. So the story, I'll start off with the story. Last night I was out in the city much later than I like to be due to a lot of events taking place. One of those events is a world tour by a certain rock star that I'm not going to mention the name of. But the energy in the city I live in, because 3 days of sold out concerts are coming out, the energy is pretty amplified. Now, as I was walking home last night, because transit was down due to the various events taking place, I was walking across a bridge quite late at night. The fog was so thick, and it still is outside today, that I could not really see more than 5 feet in front of me. I definitely couldn't see the water below me, and the city behind me was being obscured as well. So it had this foggy, illusionary type energy. Well, when Mars turns retrograde on the 6th, I think it's on the 5th actually, of December, the next day, Neptune, the planet of illusions and dreams and confusion and glamour and beauty and all those things, imagination, that turns direct in Pisces, which is ruled by Neptune. So the day after Mars, the planet of personal power, turns inward in the sign of Leo, which along with popularity and fame, to me, it represents personal sovereignty. So with one of the world's biggest, let's say, rock stars gracing my city for the next 3 days, I thought about our relationship to celebrity culture and to the power we have versus the power that we give away. Celebrity culture, in my opinion, of course everything I say is in my opinion, is incredibly dangerous in the sense that it removes us from our own sense of personal sovereignty and from our own belief that everybody, indeed everybody, is created equally. When Mars moves retrograde in Leo, it's asking us to take a look at our own power, our own belief in ourselves, our courage and integrity to our own heart. And certainly it is because, again, retrograde, internal, it's a lot less about handing that over to perceived ideas of power. With Neptune doing what it's doing in Pisces, it's a dropping away of illusions and things that keep us investing our energy, our power, Mars, and our personal sovereignty into illusions, fantasies, delusions. Celebrity culture is ruled by the Leo Aquarius axis, which is very much what we're dealing with. Right now we have Pluto sitting at 0 degrees of Aquarius. On January the 6th, Pluto and Mars will come together again at 1 degree of Leo in opposition. Again, amplifying. Now remember, Pluto is our psyche. It's our collective karma. It's the underworld. So a lot of what's being amplified is the power that we've handed over to things that are perceived to be greater than ourselves, which is never the case because, again, as a human collective, we are all on an equal basis. So the idea of turning all of our dreams and our fantasies and all of this onto celebrity culture is something that we're going to be facing the fall of. Along with Neptune going direct in Pisces, we also have Saturn, the planet of karma, the planet of hard lessons learned, the planet of top-down power. That also just went direct in Pisces on, I think it was November the 18th or 19th. So both of those planets in Pisces dropping away of illusions and delusions. We have Mars and Pluto coming together, power and war. But when you put it in Leo and Aquarius, we're talking about personal sovereignty and what's good for the whole collective, as well as our belief in our own power and how important that is. Leo is definitely a sign of leadership. It's a sign of heart, integrity, like I said, and courage. Right now we're in 2024. You guys have heard me say it a billion times. 2, 2, and 4 equals 8. In the major arcana, the number 8 major is Leo. It's the strength card. So again, it has a lot to do with personal power, our belief in ourselves, and our own ability to shine. And it becomes, with retrograde, a lot less about handing our power away to illusionary things, such as the perceived idea of celebrity culture, or that anyone deserves to have $8,000 in our economy go towards a performance. There's a very amazing book I'd like to recommend, if you're interested, of course, by a former professor and philosopher named Neil Postman, who it turns out was a Pisces. He wrote a book called Entertaining Ourselves to Death. That book changed my life, and if you're interested in the topic I'm discussing, I highly recommend that book. It also applies to the education system and how similar principles apply there when we're talking about top-down power and handing away our own power and sovereignty. Anyway, all that being said, let's jump into the personal, yes, Mercury is retrograde in Sagittarius. So please bear with me, you guys. For some reason, this Mercury retrograde is very heavily affecting my ability to articulate. I shall do my best. Let's get into the reading. I'm going to start off in the overall energy with the wisdom of the oracle. Remember what I said, this is for anybody, any sign. I will be focusing mostly on your energy. If anybody else appears in the spread, always keep in mind, could be vice versa. And the sun is just coming up here. The birds are just coming up, and it's super thick with fog again. On the 6th, Neptune direct in Pisces, the illusion lifts. Okay, we have time to go. That's Mars energy. It's time to take action on something. Again, with the retrograde, there can be this energy of when is it ever going to end? When can I make the moves I want to make? It's time to go. It's time to go. Mars being in Leo, that's fire with fire. And so when it turns retrograde, there can be this energy of wanting to get unstuck. We have orphaned. Oh, now orphan can be a feeling of like being all alone in the world. It's bringing me to that idea of the fog over the bridge. Look how foggy that card is. Like you're all alone in your own experience of what's going on. Perhaps a relationship that's not being supportive. Perhaps we'll see where that goes. That's interesting though. Walking in a fog. We have number 45 and number 5. And then we have number 30 with tick-tock. Time. There's a lot about time. Time's up. Time to go. Time, time is an illusion. Interesting. But we have time to go, tick-tock and orphaned. Tick-tock, the image is the clock being thrown right at you, here and now. No more hesitation. Let's go to the star codes. Let's get some astrological energy. This could be in your chart and somebody around you, or just overall affecting your situation. What do we have? For the collective or whoever's resonating with this message. Let's see. We have Libra coming through. Right now the South Node is in Libra. The South Node is our comfort zone. Libra is ruled by Venus, so harmony and balance, long-term relationships, intimate partnerships, justice. Libra energy, you could be dealing with a Libra or have that strongly in your chart, but time to go. The other thing with Venus energy is that it wants harmony at all times. So making decisive moves, which is why Libra is known for indecision, is difficult under that energy. But it is time to go somehow here. Oh, look at this. We have the South Node. Interesting. Libra in the South Node. In January, the nodes of the moon shift from Aries and Libra into Pisces and Virgo, always in retrograde. So there could be something wrapping up to do with the past here, to do with illusions of the past, or ways that we've handed over our power for the sake of beauty, for the sake of harmony. We have Gemini energy playing a very big role right now in the collective. Gemini is the opposite sign of Sagittarius, which is where the sun is. Also right now we have Jupiter retrograding in Gemini. Jupiter rules Sagittarius. It's the opposite energy here. And so there can be a new curiosity being born, a need to expand the mind and to seek out greater horizons. TikTok. It's also about communication. There is a full moon in Gemini on the 15th of December. When that full moon hits, Mercury goes direct where it's been retrograde in Sagittarius. That very day. I'll be doing a reading on that as well. Look at you guys, we have Jupiter. What is going on? Gemini is in Jupiter right now, and also Saggi's ruler. This is the planet of expansion, of growth, of higher learning, and new adventure. And we have time to go. Somehow there's like all the belief systems or situations that we're clinging on to of the past. It's time to let them go. Interesting. Okay, Jupiter also brings about blessings and rewards. Let's make a little space and we'll get into the reading with the good tarot. What's on your mind with this time to go and the balance energy of Libra? What's on your mind? Time to go. The Four of Cups. This is emotional restlessness. It's discontent. It's like sitting in a place of contemplation for way too long, holding on to the idea of something. Obviously, before the Four of Cups comes the Three of Cups. To me, that's kind of the honeymoon phase. That's everything is joyful and happy and fun, but it's time to go. It's not satisfying anymore. It's not fulfilling enough anymore. It needs to expand. Let's see what's in your heart. We have orphaned in the South Node here. The Knight of Wands, movement. This is about seeking new adventure. It's about grabbing hold of your own personal power and passion. We're talking about the Wands, Leo energy, and exploring where that takes you. There's something coming alive in your heart. The Four of Cups, that emotional discontent and restlessness, and the heart is sparking up. It's time to make a move on something. Let's see what moves you're going to make. What actions do you want to take here? We'll see what this situation's about. The Seven of Pentacles, interesting because this is kind of a pause point. It's a bit of a non-action card. This is kind of looking at where you've been, what you've invested in, what you believe in. Remember I talked about investing your personal power? That's what this is. Time, energy, effort, money, plans. And this is a reassessment time. Where do I go from here? Okay? But TikTok, the time is now. Let's see the energy surrounding you. This could be another person. It could be a situation or a circumstance. Okay? The surrounding energy. The Six of Earth. Interesting, we go from the 7 to the 6. The Six of Pentacles is about collaborations. We have Gemini. Gemini's duality, it's the twins. It's about cross-pollinating ideas. This can be about somebody who represents a sense of balance. Or there could be an offer that you want to make to somebody. And that's what the plans are about here. With Jupiter and abundance, could have to do with your finances as well. Let's see the challenge. It's the Fool, Aries major arcana. How interesting. Right now we have the North Node. Aries is just, I've done tons of videos. I'm not going to go too heavy into the astrology because I could go all day on it. Anyway, the Fool is that leap of faith into a new beginning. It's time to go. It's about believing in your own passion, your own vision, and where you're being passionately compelled. The heart has the Knight of Wands, and the challenge seems to be taking that leap of faith. There's a lot of stuck energy right here. There could be a fear here with orphaned, of being left, of being abandoned should you make this move. Okay, or about who maybe needs to be left behind. Potential outcome, please, for whoever needs this. Nice. The Four of Fire, Leo energy. Look at how happy and celebratory that card is. We go from the Four of Cups, which is that emotional dissatisfaction and feeling restless, into the achievement of a dream. This is my summer patio party version of the Four of Wands. It's like everything is happy and warm and you can be yourself. You feel like you belong in the Four of Wands. I always call it the container for your passion where you're safe to express it. And here that looks like what needs to be done. Okay, interesting. On the bottom of the deck we have the Wheel of Fortune, Sag energy. Right now, like I mentioned, we do have Mercury retrograde in Sag. We also have the Sun there. Sag is ruled by Jupiter, expansion, change. It's my let go or be dragged card. And there's a lot of holding on here. And there is a lot about the tables turning, time passing. That's what the Wheel of Destiny is about. So there's something changing here. How interesting, you guys. Let's get into it with the Lune to Luniverse. Why is the Four of Cups here? This is coming in with the time to go. I mean, it's very clear. Oh, that's why. We have the Emperor, divine masculine energy, Mars, Aries, which we have with the Fool here, also Capricorn and Taurus. The Emperor is that top-down power I was talking about. It's your own sense of authority. It's I can do what I want the way that I want. But also it's a sense of control. And with this time to go, there could be that sense of control. Four of Cups and the Emperor. The Emperor is number 4 in the majors. He rules over all of the 4s in the minor. Four of Cups, Four of Wands. Along with that is the Knight of Pentacles. Very slow. Steady and progressive, yeah, but very, very slow. Diligence. Working towards some kind of plan. We do have the Seven of Pentacles here. But there's a dissatisfaction with the amount of time that it's taking. That wheel is turning. I'm getting a ready or not. It doesn't matter if your plans are ready. It's time. Okay? You could be dealing with this Emperor who's keeping you in a sense of emotional dissatisfaction. Either way this falls, you're going to have to put yourself on what side you belong. Okay. Let's see the messenger of fire in your heart. Yeah, it's time to go. The Tower, oh my gosh, in the heart space. Well, the Tower gets sent in when we're in a place of feeling like we need to be too much in control. The Emperor. The Tower comes loose to shake us free of any illusionary things that we've been clinging to create room for the purity of truth. In tarot, after the Tower comes the Star, which is the new vision, the new hope, and the new belief. But the Tower, sudden change. That's because the wheel is spinning through. Let go or be dragged. There's something changing here, and it's time. The 10 of Pentacles. That's what that little pentacle wants to build towards. Talk about personal sovereignty. The 10 of Pentacles is having everything that you need to feel safe, to feel secure. It could be about a home. We have the Four of Wands. But nevertheless, it's a lasting legacy. Now, as I always say, we can get to the 9s in tarot on our own. What we can't do is get to the 10s. That requires the participation of another person. The 10 of Pentacles can be a long-established thing, like a career, like maybe a career standing that you've worked very hard for most of your life. It can be about family, about legacy, the past. But there's something new blooming in the heart. There's a reluctance with the Emperor to want to let go of what's been so well established. These could be about our belief systems, all of the things we thought we needed to control to make ourselves successful and stable. But there is a new idea being birthed here. The Tower came down to strip away the idea that that was a sense of pure security. Interesting. Let me see, this is heavily channeled, you guys. That's why I'm talking weird. Okay, why is the 7 of Pentacles here in the actions? We have the 9 of Swords. There's fear, anxiety, overthinking, trying to predict the outcome of things before taking any action on things. And that is kind of what the Emperor does. The Emperor is a very strategic energy, very mental. And so this is a sense of fear over what the plans, the energy, like I said, that's been laid, where you've been investing yourself. Okay? The Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is an energy of control as well for me. It's where like you feel like you're unsure, so you try to mentally take control of things that cannot be controlled using the mind, such as the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. It's the Ten of Cups. Leaving behind that sense of everything that made you thought would make you feel stable into something a lot more emotionally fulfilling, a lot more creative, a happy, joy. I mean, the cups are about creativity, joy, love, sex, internal. Whereas the pentacles are about our external things, things we can touch, hold, and feel. Remember I said top-down power, money, things like that. Cups are a lot more ethereal, they're spiritual, they're internal. And we have that with the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. So there's a real switch up happening here. All right, can I see the Six of Earth? Tick off the time. Look who it is. It's the Empress, Divine Feminine. We have the Emperor and the Empress. Now this, if you're in Emperor energy and you've been the one holding back, the one clinging to old outdated belief systems or ideas of security that no longer apply, then this Empress energy is somebody around you who's been waiting for you to come to that understanding, because this ultimately is about divine partnership. We're dealing with Venus and Mars all over the place here, as well as the cross-pollinating of energies. This can be about wanting to make an offer or come together with somebody who represents this Empress energy, divine creator. Now, when we talk about the divine feminine, I always say we can look at it internally. Of course, we all have divine masculine and feminine, or externally. Divine feminine, easily put, deals with the stuff we don't see: emotions, passion, love, intuition, creativity. And that Ten of Cups is associated here with the Empress. The Ten of Pentacles is divine masculine purview. It's about, again, the practical, the things we can touch and feel and hold. Six of Pentacles is coming together to utilize those two in perfect balance. Six of Pentacles in Jupiter, that's the blessings. Let me see the Ten of Cups. That's what's in the surrounding energy, but it's requiring a letting go of all of these perceived things that brought safety, or what you thought was valuable. With Jupiter here, your idea of value is changing. And value now is more taking on a more spiritual, emotional, creative, and intuitive. Ten of Cups. Look at this. It's the High Priestess. Pisces major arcana. The High Priestess is about being able to speak the language of the unconscious. Incredibly intuitive. Whoever this person is around you, you could be this Empress High Priestess, could be somebody around you who deals more in the realm of the unseen, who understands how to speak the language of the subconscious. And it isn't verbal, and it isn't external. It's very, very intuitively driven. And that's where that balance comes from. Can I see the Fool? The intuition is highly required when you're endeavoring to take a leap of faith, like the Fool in the challenge. It's the Six of Cups, Scorpio energy. Pluto rules Scorpio right now at 0 degrees of Aquarius. But the Six of Cups is about a belief. It takes us back to the past, to a time and a place where we didn't need 9 swords, where there was no fear of love or vulnerability or believing in love. Six of Cups is like a moment in time. It's a snapshot, a sense memory. It's very beautiful here with the Fool. Now this could have something to do with your past. The Knight of Cups. Water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The Knight of Cups is the beginning of that 10. This is a confession. It could be an offer. It could be coming forward to admit to something within the heart, which isn't easy for the Emperor to do. It's going to require a leap of faith with the Fool. And this can be a confession or an offer, something to do with believing in love and purity. We'll go deeper. Let me see the Four of Fire and the outcome. The Six of Swords, I love it. The Six of Swords is moving away from that Nine Swords, moving away from a place of internal or external conflict. Swords are our thoughts, our dialogues. They're the words we speak to ourselves. This has a lot to do with you changing your belief systems. Okay? And moving towards this Four of Wands, out of emotional restlessness, into the dream, into the warmth of that patio party. And there's the Emperor and Empress here. That's coming together to create this feeling. Can I see the Six of Swords? Talk. The time is now. That's right. Interesting. We have the Sun, Leo's major arcana right now. Mars going retrograde in Leo. The Sun is about illumination, happiness, joy, the belief in ourselves. This is moving towards the Sun. Especially when I see the Four of Wands. It's time to be happy. The Queen of Pentacles, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Queen of Pentacles is the last step in getting to the Empress energy. It's about understanding that when you nurture yourself and make moves that are good for you, everybody benefits. This could be somebody, again, if you're resonating in the Emperor energy, somebody around you who's very, very nurturing, very capable of providing this sense of home. And with the Sun, right, there can be a sudden understanding or illumination. Let me see the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords, interesting. The Queen of Swords is my been there, seen that, learned that, done that, very wise. This is somebody who, again, makes the decision to do what's best for them. Having learned a lot through difficult lessons, right? Now, the Queen of Swords isn't easily arrived at, but necessary in terms of doing what's best for you. This is the solid awareness of the moves that you need to make and about what's going to make you happy. Let's get one more on that Queen of Swords. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Interesting. Now, I thought this said the Ten of Pentacles in the heart. It says the Two, which is fascinating because we have the Seven and the Two, the Nine of Pentacles, and then the 10. And this Ten of Pentacles is associated with the Queen of Pentacles. So let's go back to the heart. There was too much hesitation. Again, holding ground, trying to be, like being very indecisive. That's why the Tower came in. It's time. Let's see the Ten of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands. Unbelievable. Fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sag. We have all three queens except the Queen of Cups, and we have the Empress. The Empress is the combination of all four queens. The Queen of Wands is that personal belief I was talking about, the sovereignty, the understanding of your own power. With the Queen of Swords comes the mental acuity, the awareness, the lessons that you've learned. The Queen of Pentacles is knowing what's best for you. And here's a decision that you're making. Okay. Again, you could be going towards this Empress energy. Look. It's the Fool and the Three of Cups. We have the Fool and the Challenge, but it's emerging here. And the Three of Cups is obviously, remember I said before the Four? There's hesitation. There's a situation here that represents so much happiness, so much symbiosis and Sun energy. But there's a lot of hesitation around it, around moving into it. But here at the end, we have that happening. The Fool jumps straight into that Three of Cups. I'm just going to go for it. No more holding back. There could be a fear of being left behind. The Seven of Cups and the Star. I knew we were going to see the Star. The Tower is in the heart. The Seven of Cups is that Neptune energy I was talking about. Dreams, fantasies, illusions. So even though there could be an uncertainty about where this is going to go, like me walking over the bridge in the fog, it is about following your intuition, the High Priestess, and where it's guiding you to go. The Star represents the purity of vision, the new hope. Letting go of everything that you thought was going to take you to a place of security and happiness. One more. This is the new dream and you're jumping into it. Yeah, interesting. We have the Devil, Capricorn's major. Pluto just left Capricorn. It's been there for 16 years and moved into Aquarius. We saw the Star on the bottom of the deck. The Devil can be fear, it can be doubts, it can be repeating cycles. Okay, let's get one more on the Devil. I mean, there's a fear of illusion here. Ten of Cups can have that feeling. Yeah, the Ace of Swords, pure, truth, clarity, the answer. And also whenever I'm shuffling and speaking and the Ace of Swords comes out, it means the last thing I said is the truth. The Devil is fear. And that's why you're hesitating moving into it. One more with the Ace of Swords, please. I mean, the Ace of Swords and the Sun, I absolutely love it. We have the King of Pentacles, the King and Queen of Pentacles. They build the 10. We have the cross-pollinating energy. We have the masculine 10 of Pentacles, the feminine 10 of Cups, creating the whole picture. King and Queen of Pentacles. I couldn't make it up if I tried. It's the Lovers, Gemini's major arcana. As we know by now, the Lovers is known as the choice. Now, what I love about this combination, and I get it a lot, the Devil is number 15 in the major arcana. If you reduce it, 1 and 5, it equals 6. That's the Lover's energy. Now, as I always say, the Devil is actually the choice. These are the things that we keep ourselves tied and bound to. Temptations, fears, doubts, repeating lessons. And these are the things that we're spiritually bound to. In other words, there is no choice. The choice is made here already. As above, so below. The Lovers also represents two very different sides of ourselves as Gemini. It's the twins. And it can be representing a choice externally, two different people, two different paths we could take. But more than anything, it's about our own self and the beliefs we have within us and the choice to make in there, whether to choose fear or whether to choose love. This Emperor has a lot of fear around it. Let me see the Lovers. Also, as a reader, whenever I get the Fool, the Ace of Wands, and the Tower, I get the Lovers. Because as I always say, when Lovers type situations or connections cross your path, it throws everything, all your perceptions, everything you thought you understood about yourself into a cognitive dissonance. Because it wakes you up, it wakes up your heart, that Page of Wands or Knight of Wands, to a side of yourself you haven't seen before. Or if you have, it's been a very long time. The Emperor and the Empress here are bringing that out in each other. That's beautiful. Let's take the Lovers one more step. I always say, with the Fool, you need that kind of passion to get you to take a leap of faith. The Two of Wands, there's the path unfolding, and there is the Ace of Cups. The Two of Wands is having made the choice to engage in a whole new experience, a whole new path, and there's the beginning of that Ten of Cups. That's beautiful. The Knight grabs hold. We saw the Knight of Cups in the challenge. The Knight grabs hold of that possibility of the Ace and puts it into action. We have the Fool here at the end doing that. Excuse my voice. Okay, interesting, you guys. Let's move to some oracles. I want the blue deck for this one. Please excuse my confusion. I myself am very much looking forward to the 15th of December when Mercury leaves its retrograde. It's troublesome, to say the least. What else do we have for whoever needs this message? Patience, Sagittarius energy. This card reminds me of the Temperance card. This is unfolding, right? There's been a lot of hesitation, but tick-tock, tick-tock. The time is now. Mars is in charge. Yeah, look at this action. And the wild ponies are on the run. That's this Knight of Wands. Rest and rejuvenate. Right now, while Mercury is retrograding and Mars is retrograding, this could be a time to, like I said, go within and examine truly what your heart is calling you to do. There's a lot of action about to come here. Let's do one more. But also with the Four of Wands and the Sun, where you're heading is a place where you can rest and rejuvenate. I got that patio party, remember? Adjacent possibilities. Look at all the doorways here. There's some on each wall. There's even one on the floor, one on the roof. But at the end, you can see that one bright light shining through an open door. That's the Sun. That's the Four of Wands. And that's the choice. That's where you want to go. Four of Cups is not a comfortable energy to be in, especially when the Three of Cups is possible. One more. All tied up. That's that Emperor energy. So whatever it is, Nine of Swords. We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Tower. So again, it can be the past that's keeping you tied up right now. If you're resonating with this Emperor energy. Let's do one more. Number 24, number 23. And then we have the Goddess of the Moon. That could be that Empress energy. But also, there was a new moon in Sagittarius on the 1st of December, a full moon in Gemini on the 15th. Could be a timing thing. But I'm getting that around this Empress High Priestess energy as well. The moon cycles could be very important to this connection. Let's get you one more. The 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel, there's communication. There is the confession we saw that Knight of Cups and the Ace of Swords. So communication coming in. And then on the bottom, I see victory. Four of Wands, the achievement of a dream. That's amazing. And Jupiter, luck. You know what? I'm going to do a romance angel. Because for a lot of you, this is romance. We have the Ten of Cups and the Lovers. Okay? What do we have for whoever needs this? Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. The Fool. And the Emperor has a little trouble with faith because, like I said, it's an energy of personal, like I'm the one in control. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. For a lot of you with that Six of Cups, this could have to do with childhood belief systems or certain ways of being as a child. Maybe there was a lot of doubt put on your own ability to have sovereignty. I won't go too far into that, but it could be for some of you. Okay, yeah, on the bottom we have separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. We have orphaned. And we have this Emperor energy trying to control the way things unfold here. Okay? Tick-tock, the time is now. Let's get you a couple of talisman. This could be, what am I saying? Please excuse me. Consider these as like power words you can take away from the reading with you. Let's get one more. I'll make it through. We have union, you guys. Emperor and Empress, the Three of Cups, and the Four of Wands. That's the yin-yang above there. We have safe travel. Four of Wands and Six of Swords. That definitely can be about a trip or traveling together. And also me walking over that bridge. And then we have grounding. Remember what I said about rest and rejuvenate? Look at that anchor. This is a situation that you'll feel at home. You'll feel like you can finally rest. Because there's a perfect balance here. Ooh, I haven't had this heavy of channeling in quite some time. I'm like pouring sweat from the energy of it, you guys. Then we have financial security and creativity. This definitely, with the Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, can be about working together. Same with the Four of Wands. Using creativity to create prosperity. And that truly is, as a collective, where we're headed. Very interesting. Leo rules creativity. Mars retrograde Leo right now. All right, let's close this up for you with a couple of cards from the Lover's Oracle. These can come out as advice, so certainly take it only as it resonates. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. That's what's been going on, right? But we have the tick-tock and the time is now, time to go. Okay? New beginning, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. This card expresses everything the reading was saying. A new beginning with the Fool and the Two of Wands. Passion with the Knight of Wands and the Tower in the heart. And the dreams are the Seven of Cups. We saw that at the end. So it's time to let go. One more. Sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. The Emperor and the Empress. The Sun and the Four of Wands. True bliss. I'm doing an Amore Psyche. Whatever. And then we will leave it there. I hope this reading resonated with you, my friends. I truly hope you found some help in it. Remember what I said. Just take what works, leave what doesn't. Okay. The game of love. Now, when we're talking about Aquarius energy and Pluto, Aquarius is air. There could be a lot here about strategy. We've talked about that, where this is love and the Tower comes in. Then we have standing alone. That's that Emperor energy. To me, it always reminds me of the Hermit in Tarot. But nevertheless, you could be dealing with a Virgo. For astrology signs, we have strong Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Aquarius and Leo, very strong Capricorn. We have Sag and Gemini, but I think that's referring to the astrology. Yeah, those are the major ones. All right, my friends, I love you very much. Good luck with this. Happy Mars retrograde. It's quite an interesting transit that we're under. I love you guys. I'll see you very soon. Namaste, my